Halloween, celebrated annually on October 31st, is one of the world's oldest holidays. Although it's derived from ancient festivals and religious rituals, Halloween is still widely celebrated today in a number of countries around the globe. In countries such as Ireland, Canada, and the United States, traditions include costume parties, trick-or-treating, pranks, and games. Versions of the holiday are celebrated elsewhere too. In Mexico and other Latin American countries, Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, honors deceased loved ones and ancestors. In England, Guy Fawkes Day, which falls on November 5th, is commemorated with bonfires and fireworks.
Have you ever wondered how Dia de los Muertos is celebrated in Latin America? This vibrant and captivating celebration, also known as the Day of the Dead, is a multi-day holiday that begins on the evening of October 31st and concludes on November 2nd. This is a time when families gather to honor, remember, and celebrate loved ones who have passed away. The celebration commences on the evening of October 31st, a time believed to be when the spirits of the dead return to their earthly homes. Many families go to great lengths to welcome these spirits, setting up altars in their homes known as ofrendas. These are not altars for worship, but rather lovingly constructed displays laden with offerings for the deceased. These offerings include a variety of items, each with its own significance. Candy, for example, is often included as a sweet treat for the spirits, while flowers, particularly marigolds, symbolize the fragility of life. Photographs serve as a poignant reminder of the departed, and samples of their favorite foods and drinks are provided to satiate their spiritual hunger and thirst after their long journey back to the living world. Fresh water, along with a wash basin and towel, is also left out so the spirits can refresh themselves. As the clock ticks over to November 1st, the celebration continues with the lighting of candles and burning of incense. These are not mere rituals, but a beacon to guide the spirits home, lighting their way with their warm glow and fragrant smoke. The final day, November 2nd, is a day of remembrance and community. Families make their way to the gravesites of their departed loved ones. They clean and decorate the resting places, trimming away weeds, making necessary repairs, and adorning the graves with flowers, wreaths, and paper streamers. But far from being a somber occasion, the atmosphere is festive and lively. Families often picnic right next to the graves, sharing stories and reminiscing about their loved ones. In some instances, the celebration even includes tequila and the vibrant tunes of a mariachi band. In essence, Dia de los Muertos is not just a celebration of death, but a celebration of life. It's a time when the veil between the living and the dead is thought to be thinnest, and families can spend time with their departed loved ones, remembering them not with sadness but with joy and affection. It's a beautiful testament to the enduring bonds of family, the cycle of life and death, and the human capacity to remember, honor, and celebrate our loved ones, even in death.
Ever wondered why on the 5th of November bonfires blaze across England, effigies burn, and fireworks illuminate the night sky? This spectacle isn't a late Halloween celebration or a nod to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. Instead, it's a commemoration of a notorious traitor's execution. Welcome to Guy Fawkes Day. This holiday's roots stretch back to the early 17th century. In the wake of Martin Luther's Protestant Reformation, the English largely abandoned Halloween celebrations. The new faith didn't venerate saints, making the eve of All Saints' Day redundant. But as one autumnal ritual faded, another emerged. On November 5th, 1606, Guy Fawkes was executed. Convicted of plotting to blow up England's parliament and overthrow the Protestant King James, Fawkes and his Catholic conspirators aimed to restore their faith to power. The original Guy Fawkes Day, celebrated immediately after his execution, saw the first bonfires lit. These bonfires burned effigies and symbolic bones of the Catholic Pope. Fast forward 2 centuries, the papal effigies were replaced with those of Guy Fawkes himself. Children in some parts of England began a tradition of their own. They paraded through the streets, toting an effigy, or Guy, and asked passers-by for a penny for the Guy. Despite pocketing the change themselves, this custom is the closest parallel to the American practice of trick-or-treating found in England today. Even the Pilgrims, in the early days of the Plymouth settlement, celebrated Guy Fawkes Day. However, as America began to forge its own history, the holiday saw less celebration and eventually dwindled away. So, on every 5th of November, remember the bonfires and fireworks. Remember the children asking for a penny for their Guy? But most importantly, remember the man at the heart of it all. Guy Fawkes, the traitor whose failed plot and subsequent execution sparked a tradition that has endured for over 4 centuries. To summarize, Guy Fawkes Day, an annual celebration on November 5th, commemorates the execution of Guy Fawkes, who conspired to blow up England's Parliament in the early 17th century. This day is marked by bonfires, effigy burning, and fireworks. Children engage in a unique tradition of asking for a penny for their Guy, a practice reminiscent of American trick-or-treating. Originally celebrated by early American settlers, the holiday eventually lost its foothold in the developing nation. Despite this, it continues to be a significant event in England, a testament to a piece of history that refuses to be forgotten.
Ever wondered how the birthplace of Halloween celebrates this spooky holiday? Welcome to the mystical land of Ireland, where ancient Celtic traditions intertwine with modern festivities to create a unique Halloween experience. As dawn breaks on the 31st of October, the Irish wake up to a day rich in tradition and fun. Children and adults alike eagerly anticipate the evening's revelries, but the preparations begin early in the day. Homes and shops are adorned with Halloween decorations, pumpkins are carved into jack-o'-lanterns, and costumes are laid out ready to transform their wearers into frightening specters, enchanting fairies, or heroic characters. As the day progresses, the kitchens across the country fill with the sweet and spicy aroma of barnbrack, a traditional Halloween fruitcake. Each cake holds a hidden surprise, a muslin-wrapped treat that is said to foretell the future. A ring signifies an impending marriage, while a piece of straw heralds a year of prosperity. As the cakes bake, their tantalizing smell wafts through the air, building the anticipation for the evening's festivities. By sundown, the real excitement begins. Children, now transformed into their Halloween alter egos, roam the neighborhoods. The air fills with laughter and playful screams as they embark on the time-honored tradition of trick-or-treating. Doorbells ring incessantly, and neighbors bestow candies and treats upon the wandering spirits, monsters, and heroes that show up at their doorstep. However, Halloween in Ireland is not just about trick-or-treating. As darkness descends, bonfires light up the rural landscapes, echoing the ancient Celtic tradition of warding off evil spirits. These bonfires serve as gathering spots where communities come together to share stories and enjoy the warmth. The night is also filled with parties where games are played and laughter is shared. The game of Snap Apple is a crowd favorite. An apple tied to a doorframe or tree becomes a challenge as players attempt to bite into it. Treasure hunts are organized where the treasures are candies or pastries. And then there's the card game, where each card hides a candy or coin prize underneath. As the night winds down, some mischievous children engage in a bit of harmless fun with knock-a-dolly pranks, knocking on their neighbors' doors and running away before anyone answers. In a nutshell, Halloween in Ireland is a day steeped in ancient traditions and modern fun. It begins with the sunrise and the anticipation of the day ahead. The morning and afternoon are filled with preparations, from decorating homes to baking barnbrack. As the sun sets, trick-or-treating, bonfires, parties, and games take center stage, filling the night with joy, laughter, and a sense of community. But no matter the activity, the spirit of Halloween permeates every moment, creating a uniquely Irish celebration that pays homage to its ancient Celtic roots while embracing contemporary customs.